Hi everyone, my name is Jeremy Duchesne and I wanted to shoot a testimonial today to talk about my experience with Journey to Rise. So I'm going to go over 3 parts. What my life was like before Journey to Rise, what my experience was like going through the Journey to Rise, and how things have changed and evolved for me since going through the program. So let's start with what life was like before Journey to Rise. Currently when I'm shooting this video, I'm 31 years old and I've been focused on entrepreneurship and building a financial foundation for myself over the last 10 years. I hustled hard and I made a lot of sacrifices to get to where I was at financially. And I gained a lot of success really early on in my 20s. With that being said, I made a lot of mistakes when it comes to how I manage my relationships and my emotions. I actually tucked it underneath a carpet and never really looked at it over those course of those 10 years. And as a result of that, I had a lot of people that were impacted by that as I navigated through my life. I was 28 years old and I was engaged to be married. That relationship completely fell apart and I found myself sitting in my condo surrounded by 4 walls, looking at myself saying, why am I so unhappy? I have everything in my life that I've always wanted and I've accomplished any goal that I've set out for myself, yet I've been more miserable now than ever. Why? And in that moment, in that darkness, in that space of not understanding what was wrong or what I was missing, but knowing that there was more to it that I needed to discover, I got in touch with Rosa. And that was the best thing that I could have ever done at that time in my life, especially being a man. So I ended up joining Journey to Rise, and throughout the Journey to Rise process, what I really learned was fundamental tools and context and an understanding of the process that one actually goes through in a self-discovery journey. Now, there's a lot of conversations about self-love and self-discovery, but what I can say about my own personal experience is if you're doing it right, it's probably one of the most hardest things that you're ever going to have to go through in your life. The shedding process is intense and it's ugly. One of the amazing things about the Journey to Rise and the community is just that, the community. You're with people that are going through the same process, and we're all committed to understanding a deeper level of self. Rosa and the Journey to Rise team are phenomenal at being able to hold space and guide you through the process as you apply some of the things you Journey to Rise in your life. It brings up a lot of stuff that you may never have had to face before. And going through that process with a committed coach or a group of coaches, and then also some of the key components that are taught in the Journey to Rise level 1, 2, are super game changing in being able to go through that process and really help me get to the other side. And I say that loosely because I'm still very much on my journey, but I'm safe in saying that I've gone through a process of shedding that you'll learn utilizing the Rise method that has given me the tools and the freedom to really discover a deeper level of self-expression for myself. As a result of going through the program and applying the principles in my life, I still have a lot of the same things that I dealt with prior, but I have much more effective tools and the ability to bring self-compassion and understanding that the way that I grew up or the way that I wound up is just a byproduct of the things that I went through. And knowing that in applying the Rise method to my life now gives me an opportunity to be more self-expressed, to be more self-compassionate, so that combined with my eagerness to continue to accomplish my goals and to be an amazing father, an amazing partner, I can give myself the self-compassion that I need through the process to be able to become and to flourish into my best self as a man, as an expression of a man, where I don't have to shed my strength. I can be vulnerable. I can express what I need to from an emotional standpoint. And I think that's so important right now, especially from a male perspective. And my goal now moving forward is just to be a testament to what's possible around redefining what strength is and really identifying new principles and values that allow men to be more self-expressed so that their relationships work better, so that you can connect with people more. And so, as you could probably understand, the Journey to Rise is near and dear to my heart. And if you're somebody that's on the fence about that, just really get clear on what life would be like if you let it go the way it is now. And also understand that You trying to do this on your own will only give you a variation of what you've done in the past. And the way that you interrupt it is you find a community that's able to support you going through the process, and a coach that can guide you through the darkness when you can't see 2 feet in front of you when you're going through that process, combined with the practical knowledge and understanding in theory so that your brain can understand what you're going through. And that allows you to have the space to be able to go through and experience whatever you need to, because everybody's journey is different, and essentially rise. So I hope this makes a difference for you. I really did want to make a testimonial for the Journey to Rise because it has been an amazing personal development tool for me to take it to the next level in a way that no other program has given me that opportunity. So I wish you well on your journey to rise.